So like at that point, do you just get the guys who are really good to keep firing it over back and take the other lads aside and kind of mentor them one to one, or like you don't want them to feel like there's an A team to B team, or you know what I mean? Like, but like any skill you pick up, like just some can do, some can't.
Of course.
I don't want them to feel.
But every team in the country is like that.
Okay.
You know, and you know you'll always have your super advanced. In a group of 30, you'll have 10 super advanced kids that are able to do all these skills. You'll have your 10 kind of mediocre kids that, you know, they're able to do them. Probably not as good as these can do them, but they can do them. But then you'll get the kids who are a little bit weaker at them. So they're the kind of ones who need that bit more time to get them into this group. And how do we get these into that group and all, you know? You can judge that yourself. That's why I always say in a group, generically a group of 30 kids, 3 or 4 coaches, let's say 4 coaches, that's my ideal thing. 4 coaches, 30 kids, groups of 10. There's one of them over there against the net doing the skills with one of the coaches, wherever the skills it is. One of them over here with me doing this, playing this sort of thing. 10 of them over here and one coach playing this, and 10 of them over there with another coach doing something else, hook and blocking, wherever it may be. And then we all meet together in the middle for the game. And all the skills we have been doing will be rewarded within the game.
But for that, you separate the different groups by skill level?
Yeah, with adults now, with adult inter-county teams now at the minute, I still go forwards up there for 20 minutes, backs down here for 20 minutes. Midfielders probably doing something, or whatever it is we may be working on for the weekend. Midfielders may join forwards, they may join defenders. But it all goes into the game at the end. And whatever it is, I suppose, the tactics with adults, but with kids, it's just the skills, isn't it?
Because I think there'd be pushback from the parents. Why was my son separated?
Yeah. Do you know what? I'll tell you what is a good tip though. Does everybody do the little poll for training, or do you know who's going to be at training before you get there?
Yeah.
Have your groups picked. You know, if you have your plan organised that way, which I think is the best form of coaching, lads, to be honest with you, but have your groups picked, have your groups of 10 picked, and change them every week. You know,
the kids actually are copped on to all the strong ones around this group.
Yeah. But do you train twice a week?
Wednesdays and Saturdays.
Right, so do all the strong ones definitely on one of the nights together, the mediocres together, the weaker ones together, that they're all learning at each other's pace. Then on one of the nights, change the groups, challenge them all a little bit, mix up the groups.
It's definitely helped the weaker ones, because when we do a match, we just do 10-10-10.
Yeah.
The weak ones just play against each other. They're all getting more ball time. Whereas before we were putting our strongest with our weakest to match them up on the pitch so they don't get overrun.
Yeah.
But then we're finding the stronger kid and actually dominate more.
And you will get that, but come here, that's when they play adults, there's going to be 3 or 4 players in the pitch that are going to dominate. You just have to learn to cope with that. You know?
Actually, one thing we've noticed is a lot of time you end up with that wash on the pitch. It's the reason so keeps moving, just kick it.
Yeah.
Okay, decent kids, just kick it out.
Are they allowed to kick it out to go against that?
I think
They're really
under 12 up, yeah.
I think it's one kick, and then you have to.
Can't score from it.
It's just to get space, because like you know with kids they just all end up in a mosh.
Yeah.
And it's just they're all there, and it's just get it out and keep, and then try your lift.
Yeah.
Get it to the side.
No, listen to me. Kick it out in front of you.
We've had matches where no one said a thing, and other matches were like, no, you're not allowed to do that at all. So it depends on the ref, I suppose.
Yeah, it does. It does. And then, do you know what? I always say in a group of hurls like that where it can't be lifted, the only thing you can do is kick it out and make a little space, you know. But if they are doing that, right, so if I had, say all these lads are in around the ball here, right, and we're all looking for the ball, and there's hurls kind of in around this area. If I can't get in around there, right, put the balls in around, right, and I know I'm playing that way, then there's no point in me going in there with my 2 hands on the hurl and kicking that out there. I need to be going in there, put them in again, right, and kicking that and going through there with a sharp cannon ball. You get me? So for me, that's the key teaching point of that. But as long as it's being kicked forward, you know, and kicking the hurls out your way. Other than that, it's just get into the mix. You know, we're all in here and you're just fighting for ground. Kicking the hurls out of the way with your feet, getting over the ball. I always try and say, get your nose over the ball, then down as low as you can, and have the shortest hurl you can in there. You're kind of in control of that. You know, now it's going to be other lads think they're in control of it too, and that's where that comes in, and they will get used to scrapping that out.
I would teach a drill to do that then, because I think the protect and attack
Yeah.
is a great way to do
Right.
it. And then add in a third person.
Yeah, let's get a groups of two, ball between two, ball on the line. Right, so ball on the line. Now, you're protecting the ball, you're trying to get the ball can't move off the line. Okay? So, hang on now. right, so, you're trying to get the ball, and all I'm doing is protecting it. Now, when I'm protecting the ball, what's the first thing I said? I need to get what? Right, so by me getting the ball, my nose over the ball there, is that any good? And what else could I protect the ball with on the ground? So if my hurl's up here, and I'm trying to get that ball down there, that's two movements. Now if my hurl's already down here, and I'm trying to stop him coming in to protect the ball. Do you get me? Right, so I'm protecting, you're trying to get. Right, go. So you put yourself between man and ball, okay? Put yourself between man and ball, and try and keep yourself over the ball. Okay? Yep. And if he does,
Very quick.
and if you do get that heavy-handed kid that tries to do that, the ball's out in front. Once you have your back to him and he's over the ball like that, if he pushes that out in front of you, you're the gaffer. Down low, into your hand, and away you go. Do you get me? Everybody do that for me, right? And what to do is on the whistle, we'll change every 20, say 10 seconds, right? Ready? One protector. Yeah, ready? Go. Now keep your arse to your man. No, you're not picking it up. Just protect the ball. Try not let the ball move off the line. Right, so put the ball on the line. Do you know what? You see with the younger kids, right? See with the younger kids. Here, look. So see with the younger kids, you're showing them. Right, put the ball on the cone. Because then it really can't move. Now you're allowed over the cone. Put your arse into him. Put your back like that. Down low, over the cone, protect the ball, get the ball. Go. That's a push in the back, that's a break.
It's kind of a challenge.
Right, ready, go again. That's it, foot and arse over the ball. It's brilliant, well done. Right, and that's why hurlers all have big arses. But that shows the kids in that little schmozzle to be able to, you know, and you'll feel that, like, you know, kids will feel that on their quads and on their, but you need that bit of strength down there to be able to do that, you know that?
Yeah, they love that drill as well. Any stuff like that, it's just
It's great crack. Yeah, but come here, lads, honestly, did you see Ballygunner's warm-up? Go back and watch it. In their last game, I think it was. They were doing this for about a minute. Because that does get you, doesn't it? And it gets you fired up, it gets the quads fired up. And it is, and you know what? When the game, even at adult level, is played, you look at a lot of senior stuff now, because it's all that tight and compact now, bar in the middle third of the pitch. But see that? In the middle third of the pitch, bar in the final third of each end, where you won't get much of that. In the middle third, it's all this now. It's gone back to that because it's so close and compact. So you have to be able to get over the ball in them schmozzles and be able to flick it out and scoop it out, you know. What I would say is when the ball, the next part of that is now, right, let's say you get the ball and it's out in front, real common error, and the last thing you don't want kids to do is start to roll lift it there. As soon as that ball is flicked out, it's there, really down to there, and it's a little jab lift and away from the man that's at the back of you. Not stand the jab lift, feet have to be moving all the time. Yeah? Okay?
The ball is, like, when the ball is rolling forward, it's rolling away from you.
Yes.
It is harder to get that jab
It
up,
is.
you know, so I see a lot of them, and that's what we teach them jab first, but they end up, obviously, it's going forward, so...
Yeah. Now, I'll show you that. Everybody pick up a ball. Now, the easiest way to coach this, and again, see with your net behind the goal, this could be another thing that could be done. And it's a very hard one. What you said there, Kieran, the ball rolling away from you, right? But the easiest way to teach it is everybody with a ball in the hand, everybody stand on the line. We're all going to do this now. Now, the key teaching point to this is not a long hurling. The key teaching point is just up there, nearly 2/3 of the way we are hurling, right? And all we're going to do is first, we're going to jog, throw the ball up, bounces, and we're going to run on and take 3 steps. Slow it down, right? Flat hurling again, hold point out, throw it up, bounce, 1 back again. Now this time we're not going to throw it up and let it bounce. We're just going to let it bounce once. So we throw it a little bit out in front, and it's up into that hand, right? And again, slow down, out in front, and we sprint on. Slow it down, out in front, and we sprint on. Now, the hard part is, when we're rolling, so a rolling ball has to be the absolute middle toe or point of the hurry. The middle of the toe, right? Has to be a shorter hand. And you really, really have to get down low and flat. Nearly where you can tickle the grass there, right? So ball's rolling out in front, on the ground. A little bit harder on this. On the ground, you're out in front, and you're up, you're into your hand. So the key is to try and get up beside the ball with a flat hurley and the toe. Because if you were here and the ball's there, what will happen? You're behind the ball. So, it's not picked in front of you, which a lot of kids try and do. They try and do this in front of them. It's to the side of you. So if the ball's rolling, I show them with a rolling ball first. You have to try and get up beside the ball. Do you get me?
So you just talk about goal. Because I've seen that since the last workshop that we did.
Yeah.
A huge amount just talking about doing justice. When would you say about, like, I mean, if you're in open space, ball is there.
Yeah.
Like, are you still saying this? Or are you saying, like,
I know.
yeah, but I think you just need to clarify for people.
Well,
Which
here's the thing.
Time and the place, right?
If kids can do that, you know, they're more balanced and it's quicker. If they can't do it with one hand, then you have to go to two hands. Do you get me?
So your default would be one-handed pickups.
Yeah, I think so. That's where it's gone. If you want to play in the top division, get them into that area. You never see now, you look at, tell me, was the last time you seen a two-handed pickup in any sort of a high standard game? Mogi or hurling? I'd say you'd have to go back. Do you know? So, do you see for this, to get them used to it early, but I would, if they can't.
I'll tell you why I'm asking, because
Yeah.
we've seen a lot of that, and all I see with a lot of girls is then they got fucking very shaky hurls,
Yeah,
right?
strength
And
in
then
the wrist.
you don't have the strength to do it.
Yeah. But that's why we use the half. That should be like a little spoon in the hand, you know? I tell you what, everybody try and do that with two hands. A rolling ball. Right, go, run, try and lift it with two hands. Roll the ball, two hands. Try it again, bring it back.
Fergal.
It's a bit of a scoop before the over, isn't it?
Yeah,
You know, do you know what? I'll be honest with you, I'm on the fence a little bit. Definitely wouldn't do that with two hands. It can't be done.
No, I get that from the
Right.
rolling. I just think,
Yeah.
I'm thinking in general the pickup, right? 'Cause I
Yeah.
see sometimes girls who we're saying kind of one
Yeah.
hand. And definitely with girls, anyway, it makes them more with girls. I'm not sure they have the strength to
Yeah. Well, that shouldn't require much strength from there.
Maybe it's the short one.
Now here's the thing as well, right? You see what you're saying? I was a bit kind of dubious of it until until you're doing it all the time about because I was taught with two hands and everything was two hands on the fucking arm, you know. And how dare you make a bollocks of a one-handed lift? Because you'll be forever, isn't it? So the thing is though, it's actually the more you coach it and the more you do it. Me coaching two hands running into jab lift, foot beside the ball, two hands down low, one hand halfway down the stick, one hand on top of the stick, the other hand lifting. That's a lot of talk, isn't it? You know, we're down here, everybody half up their hurley, right, ball out in front of you, and all they're going to do is get the hurley down low, the toe of the hurley to the bottom of the ball, right, toe of the hurley, run through, bottom of the ball. Like, what's easier? I got, you know what I mean? But I am thinking to myself as well, I'm coaching that right, but you know, I'm going to go with it. And this even in the academy, I'm actually using small. You ever see little small hurls? I showed you them last time, did I? The little bag of hurls that are this size, but the bosses on them is that size. And see them for getting them used to this sort of stuff. And playing, see the rob the nest game, but in a closer proximity. You know?
But is that a change? Because like, I hear a coach shout the whole time, two hands on the horse, two hands on it. And like, Yeah.
Show them how to do it better with one hand on the horn.
Like it makes sense what you're saying.
Yeah.
Depends what you're doing.
No, there's definitely
Yeah.
the two.
Like, when you're young and then progress to
See, that's what we're talking about. See what Kieran said there, and that's a valid question. See why you say you start them off with two.
start them off with one.
Yeah. And get better at it.
Yeah.
Because see, starting them off with two. Now listen, this is my opinion by the way now at the minute, and I've gone full circle on this. When I seen this first and I was one-handed, I was like, no way, have to have two hands. Then I done it a couple of hundred times for myself, and coached it a couple of hundred times for myself. Run in, right, run in beside the ball the way we were coached. You have to get your foot beside the ball, your two hands have to be on the hurley, one thumb has to be here, one thumb has to be there, toe the hurley's under the ball, and it's harder to get down with two hands. Everybody put a ball out in front now, and the way I coach that, get the toe, ready position, toe ready, and we're going to run in, toe the hurley, and skew start up, right? Okay, and also as well, I'll tell you what else it does. See when you're coaching it with two hands, now again, my opinion, it comes up where all the time. Where, if I'm coaching there with one hand, I can get up beside that and meet that there. I think kids, isn't it? So I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if I spend